Hello everyone, my name is Dr. John Gross and welcome to another GIS lecture video series. In this lecture series, I want to start talking at a fundamental level about what GIS is, why it's useful, and look at sort of an example of how we can construct it into organizations and research and different applications and see sort of a basic workflow of how GIS gets implemented into the real world. So what I want to do in this video is sort of provide just a very brief outline of the things that we're going to talk about in subsequent videos. So what I want to talk about first is what is GIS? Because there's a little bit of confusion when you see GIS, because some people, it means different things to different people. And what I want to do is I want to clarify the two different ambiguous meanings of GIS, give definitions for each of those. So hopefully you walk away with a solid understanding of what GIS is from a computer's perspective and what GIS is from a science perspective. So science versus computers. Then I want to sort of take just a brief second. We're going to have entire series dedicated to it, but I do want to just take a brief second to explain what spatial data is. Because spatial data is a key component of GIS. Then I want to talk about what GIS is and why it is useful, or why it's useful. By just sort of talking through some examples of where GIS appears sort of in the background of everyday life. Then I want to talk about an example of GIS in an application, or the GIS process. So when I say GIS process, what I mean is, what does the workflow look like to go from, hey, we have a problem, through to we've potentially solved or at least worked towards addressing that problem using a GIS workflow. And then finally, what I want to do is I want to go through an example or two of real-world GIS software, so you can kind of see what these things look like when used in the real world. So hopefully this makes sense. Again, just a brief overview of the different things we're going to talk about. And as always, if you have any questions, please reach out. Thank you.